And I want to welcome you all today to unite this wonderful, beautiful couple in marriage. Who gives this woman to be married to this man? You may be seated. Marriage is an agreement which should not be entered into lightly. It is the union of two souls, two hearts, and two minds. The Celtic concept of the soul encompasses far more than we traditionally think of today. The belief of the soul exists within and outside the individual. It is manifested in the trees, the rocks, the water, and the sun. The relationship between humanity and the world around them is intertwined. The soul is tied to the universal spirit of the earth. The Celtic Trinity is an ancient profession of faith that maintains that trust in the soul, belief in the heart, and faith in the mind are all that is needed to lead an honorable, loving, and fulfilled life. Marshall and Maya, in marriage, your souls will join together so that your strengths shall be twice as great and your hardships be only half as difficult. As you share the wine from this cup, let it remind you to trust your soul, which is the universal spirit. Trust in it to strengthen the bond between you both. This candle represents the light that burns away the darkness of ignorance. May you always strive to keep your mind bright, sharp, and uncluttered. Your mindfulness will add joy and ease to your marriage. At this time, they have both had a choice word they'd like to say to each other.
Hi, I've loved you since the day we met. I love you more and more. I love you more than anything in the world, and nothing will ever come between us. You are the strongest person I've ever known. Every day your smile shines brighter than the sun, breaking through the toughest storm clouds, bringing happiness into my life. I vow to make your light shine brighter every day and every month and every year we are together, through thick and thin, for the rest of our lives. I promise to stand by you, devoted to burn as radiant as you, so we shine, so we become a shining star of love together. You are my best friend, my soulmate, my everything, and nothing will ever change that. You are my rock, my passion, my whole world, and I am honored for you to be my wife. I will never stop loving you.
I don't know if I'm going to follow that. My love, as we stand here today on our wedding day, my heart is overflowing with love for you. You are the kindest, strongest, and you have the sweetest heart. You are shamelessly handsome, although even more beautiful than your exterior is your soul. I am so proud to be marrying such a wonderful man. Marshall, I vow to always stand by your side through anything life gives us. I vow to always be your best friend and partner in crime. But most importantly, I vow to continue to show you the utmost respect and the most love I can to you daily. Your love means more to me than you'll ever know. I love you more than anything, Marshall.
Marshall, please repeat after me. I, Marshall Master, take Maya as my wife and vow to be mindful in our journey together, to love her and to cherish her, to trust in her, and to have belief in my heart and faith in my mind. From this day forward, our souls will be one. You may place the ring on her finger, stating, "With this ring, I be wed." Maya, please repeat after me. I, Maya Howard, take Marshall as my husband and vow to be mindful in our journey together, to love him and cherish him, to trust in him, and to have belief in my heart and faith in my mind. From this day forward, our souls will be one. You may now place the ring on his finger, stating, "With this ring, I be wed." Please place your hands over one another's. Your open hands placed over one another represents your hearts. The silk rope represents the belief which binds them together. Belief in your heart is a testament to the power of love and compassion. Belief in your heart is the constant desire to put your spouse before you in every way, to act mindful and to allow love and patience to prevail. Belief in your heart will always guide your marriage and allow the power of love to grow, multiply, and strengthen. At times, your souls may drift, but the belief in your heart will act as a silk tether which will keep you together always. Having faith in your mind is the last concept of the Celtic Trinity. May each of you maintain your independence of mind, respecting each other's thoughts, and trying to learn from one another. May positive thoughts always guide you. Power vested in me by the state of Indiana, and now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss your bride. He's currently stationed in Afghanistan, so he couldn't be here. Later on at the reception, he will be making a toast and a little speech, so we can just say hi to him throughout the night whenever he's available to talk.
I'm freaking out. All right.
Stop shaking.
One more. All right, let's do that. Okay. Marshall and I became friends in middle school. I knew from the very beginning that Marshall isn't someone you really want to mess around with. Not only because he's just big and scary back then, but because he also remembers everything. Especially when it has to deal with money. So, here's a funny story. Back in the 6th grade, Marshall was hustling some cupcakes that he had left over for his birthday. Being the awesome salesperson that he is, he sold me 2 cupcakes for $6. Now that I look back, that was a complete ripoff. I promised that I would bring the money to him the next day, but I forgot and kept forgetting. Needless to say, till this day, I still get random texts asking where his $6 is. So, you know what, Marshall? Let's just do this right now. Here's for some of the interest all over the years.
Excellent.
But in all seriousness, Marshall, you've been like a brother to me. I know if I ever need anything, you would be there. You've been a great friend throughout the years. It's crazy to think we have known each other for so long. Now, for those of you who know me, I haven't had that one special girl yet. I have went through a lot of women. But I can tell you why. I've watched Marshall and Maya basically grow up together. You two just fit together. And it's amazing to see two people so in love. So no, I haven't found the perfect girl for me like you found with Marshall. Or wait. I read that wrong. Okay. When I met Maya, I didn't really talk to her at all. She was from Plymouth, I was from Culver, so that's pretty much how it went. Although, after a while, getting to hang out with her more and more, and really to get to know her, she slowly turned into my sister. Marshall, you were my best friend, and I thought that when Maya came around, I would lose the best friend. But instead, I gained another one. So here's to my two best friends, Marshall and Maya. I hope that you two have many awesome years together. But don't forget to save a spot on the couch for me so I can stay there when you get a house. Congratulations, guys. I love both of you.
Alright, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Sam. You did really good. Okay. I'm Maya's best friend. Alright. First of all, I want to say that I wrote and rewrote a speech for today about 50 times. And for anyone who knows me, knows that I really must love Maya to get up here and do this. Alright. I honestly don't know where I would be without you. But I do know that standing here today on your wedding day is exactly where I'm supposed to be. Maya and I have known each other for about 10 years, even though I didn't like you at first. We've been there for each other through some of the hardest times in our lives, through accidents, like the time your car used to overheat on your heated seat and it would catch fire on our way to school. But we would just stop and let it cool down, no big deal. Emotional breakdowns and a whole lot of hangovers. We've shared a lot of tears and a lot more laughter. Like the time on you and Marshall's first Christmas, and he got you a furry blanket with a matching purse. But you've done a lot better since then. We have inside jokes that only we find funny. Personally, I think we're hysterical. But that's why we're friends, because I don't think anybody else thinks we're funny. I am so proud of the person that you've become. especially the man you've chosen to spend the rest of your life with. Okay. For a while there, Marshall, I may have been a little jealous of you because you were stealing my best friend. But I realize now that you are her husband, you are her very best friend, and I'm willing to pass the torch to you because I know you make her happy, and I know that she loves you more than words can describe. I love you guys. So everyone can have a toast to Marshall and Maya Master.
Sammy turned it off. I'm Eve Howard. I am the mother of the bride. And first of all, I just want to thank you all for coming, taking time out of your busy lives to be with us on probably one of the most special days of our lives. The main thing that I wanted to say, other than a few thank yous, and I did want to throw a few of those in, my sister-in-law Sharon and my brother Joe took an entire week off to help us do all this. My mother-in-law came in and saved the day as usual. And we had so many people that contributed to what you see here today. So even though we did work ourselves to silly, we had an awful lot of help too. So I just want to thank you all for that. I just want to briefly say that a lot of times they banty around the word soulmates pretty lightly. And there are probably no two people in the world that better fit that statement as soulmates than these two right here. As a mom and having been privileged to see these kids almost grow up together, it's been so fun to see at the end of the day how they can't wait to talk to one another, how they can't wait to tell each other their day, how they make each other laugh, and how they help each other when they cry. And I want to welcome you into the family, and you already were there. We love you so much. And the thing that was on the runner going up today that said, "I'm marrying my best friend," could not be truer. So thank you very much. Here's a word from her daddy.
Marshall, when I first met him, he came rolling up in the Merc. And I was standing there with my pitchfork in my hand, all that. And I look at him, and the car's smoking, and ask me, "Is that going to make it?" And he goes, "Yeah, no problem. I know what's wrong with it." So I just took it for granted. So. And then he had Maya get in and open the door because he had to get in from the other side because the door wouldn't open. So I thought, okay, here we go. This is going to work out really well. But after all that and the years I've spent with him, and he's just a really good kid. Now he's growing into a strong young man. I'm really proud of him. He's got his head on, which nowadays is kind of rare to find. But I just wanted to say that I appreciate him a lot, and I know my daughter loves him a bunch. So I guess welcome to the family, Marshall, and love you both.
Love you too.
See me anyway, so I'm on a small screen. So. In fact, I mean, I didn't even want to wear pants to this thing, but somebody tried to twist my arm, convince me to actually go up and do a video conference, so figured I might as well get dressed up. So, but anyway, Marshall and Maya. So today's all about you guys. A lot of us knew that today was a long time coming. Maybe some others not so much, but they should have known anyway. I always remember the night that Marshall asked me to be his best mate. It was awesome. We were down at down at the house, and just doing what we do best. We were hanging out, and I was just ecstatic, just so stoked to be able to be there for you guys and do that with you. Little did I know I'd be in Afghanistan this time of year, but I really want to thank my parents, Chad and Mindy, for helping out with all the tech stuff, and then Marshall for all your expertise being able to make that happen so that I can be here with you guys, and it's just awesome. God bless you guys in your marriage. I look forward to many years of shenanigans to come. And to Maya, I just want to say welcome to the family. Cheers.
Mr. Marshall and Maya Masters.
There's something about a man in black makes me wanna buy a Cadillac, throw the top back and roll down to Jackson's town. I wanna be there on the stage with you, and I could be the next page to hear the crowd roar, make a warm room, keep a good
Seriously.
What happened?
What?
You gotta.
schmutz.